Hello and welcome to Know Your School Night, the virtual edition. So welcome to Theater Magnet. It's great to have your students here in person this year, fully in person. They're already doing such great creative work, and I can't wait to just see what else they come up with this year. It's great to meet our new students. It's great to have our old students that I was already familiar with back in front of us. We're an art form that doesn't really translate very well to the virtual space. So it's so wonderful to have your students back with me here. So if you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Amy Cooley. That's what I look like when I'm not wearing a mask. I am the arts department head here at Burncoat High School. I'm also clearly the theater magnet teacher. Mr. George Kalivas is the theater technical teacher. So when our forces combined, we are the theater magnet. I got my BA in theater at UMass Amherst. I got my master's in arts administration at the University of Kentucky. I have performed professionally, acting, singing. I've worked in the front of house for theater, so like box office, ushering. I've worked a lot in costume, in wardrobe teams, on tech crews. And so I've done it all, and I really try to instill in our students that, you want to be well-rounded as well when it comes to our art form. Okay, so a brief overview of the Theater Magnet. It is a 4-year program here at Burncoat. Some of your students may have even taken it at the middle school level, which makes it into the 6-year program. We cover everything in theater. We are very, very fortunate that we have a tech teacher because it is such a large part of the curriculum, and to be able to have Mr. Kalivas here to actually offer the tech class puts our students at such a huge advantage. So not only are they learning theater history, performance with me, playwriting with me, directing, acting, all of that, the classical stuff you think of, but they're also learning how to design and build and use power tools, how to use a drill, and it's just such great skill set that they're not going to get in a lot of other classes. We're hands-on. That's the great thing about our magnet. You're learning with your hands and your bodies, and it makes for a great, well-rounded, not just theater student, but student in general. At the end of the program, our students are ready because they're so well-rounded. They're ready to enter college, a college theater program, a non-theater program in college. They're ready to go into the entertainment industry or to go right into their workforce. The skills that they learn here, skills like how to work in a team, in a group, problem solving, creative thinking, communication, working on a deadline, all of those things that are so important in college, in the workforce. Things that, might not be in those classic academic classes that you think about, are learned here and are really developed here, along with developing skills like empathy, which is so important moving forward in their lives, or, in high school. Empathy is also super important too. So that's the overview of our magnet. The way it breaks down how they learn all these skills through their 4 years is in the class offerings that we have, which brings me to the next slide. So our course options. This kind of can get a little bit confusing for some people, but I'll break it down really easy for you. So as freshmen, we offer 2 half-year courses that combine for a full year course for a full period. So your freshmen, as long as they are not Hanover students. They are taking our Introduction to Acting and History of Theater, and that is during period 2 this year. They're sophomores. They are taking acting character study and playwriting. Those two half-year classes combined for a full period, and then they add Technical Theater 1. So in sophomore year, we become a double period magnet program, just like music and dance. And then in their junior and senior years, they're able to explore the pathways of theater that speak to them. So are they a performer? Are they a director? Are they someone who doesn't want to be in front of the audience but wants to support backstage and wants to pursue technical theater? All of those options are available to them. So you can see they can take courses Ensemble 1 and 2, Advanced Acting 1 or 2, Directing 1 or 2, Tech Theater 2, and then our Advanced Technical Theater course. Again, in junior and senior year, we are a double period option. So 2 periods a day, they can be here in the theater learning. Required materials. So for this class, they're always going to need their Chromebook, a pen and pencil, a highlighter, a paper, and their mask worn properly. I do have extras of all of these items available in case they ever forget them or they need them for any reason. I can supply them as well, but please, if you can provide them, please do so. All right, let's go on to the specific classes. Costume change. This is a class overview specifically for period 4, our acting character study class. So in this class, some of the things that they're going to learn, among many, they're going to be learning how to create believable characters on stage. So taking it up a notch from that intro to theater last year, now we're really focusing on like deep character building. We're going to learn how to analyze the text through a theatrical lens. So specifically with this class, as an actor. So looking at a text as an actor, trying to draw out all the information that the playwright has given us. And how do we then take that information and make choices to add to the performance? And we're going to create a performance portfolio. So by the end of the class, they will have a scene, a monologue or two that they have completed as their final project. They'll be working on many scenes throughout the class, but at the end, it should be like their strongest scene and their strongest monologue, and we'll make a digital portfolio of those performances. Students are required to perform for an audience of their peers in this class. So that means that they are required to perform in front of the kids in their class. They do not have to perform for a formal audience, like at night, invited, when people are paying for tickets. And we use daily creative warm-ups to learn about the world of theater as a whole. If you have any questions about more of the content of this class, please reach out to me and let me know. Let's look at the next slide, our Google Classroom. If you would like to join the Google Classroom as a guardian and receive weekly reports, please type the link below, that link, into your browser. That's bit.ly/T Theater, NYSN. Make sure you're doing those capitals. It is case sensitive. That'll bring you to a form, and I'll get all your information, and then I will add you into our classroom as a guardian, and you will get those weekly readout reports. All right, let's go take a look at our classroom right now. Hello, this is our acting character study Google Classroom. I'm just going to briefly go over it with you, how I kind of set things up. So this is the stream of the Google Classroom. You may be familiar with it from other classes. So automatically in the stream, new assignments post here. And then I use this stream specifically for announcements and to communicate with the class, so that they're getting information to them in this Google Classroom in writing, but they're also getting it verbally from me. And then most of the time it's also posted on the board too. So they have lots of resources, lots of different ways that they can get information. But you can see a last day for late work, auditions for the fall show. And then even like you can get extra credit if you went and saw Midsummer Night's Dream. So all that information is there in the stream of the Google Classroom. The other major part of the Google Classroom is this classwork tab. You're going to be seeing it as a as a teacher view. So you're seeing some of my scheduled assignments ready to go out that haven't been delivered to the kids yet. But how I break down my Google Classroom is I chunk it in units. So whatever unit we're working on, creating a character currently, that's where all of the assignments would be found. So all the assignments for creating a character are here. And then all of our warm-ups, bell ringers are in this section, and getting to know the space in ourselves, the beginning of the year stuff, vocabulary, and then all the start of school forms were there. So if you ever have any questions about what we are currently working on, a really good way to see that is like looking at the due dates, due yesterday, due October 7th, due today. You can see there's some scheduled assignments ready to go out as well. If you ever have any questions about the assignments or any of the classwork that you're seeing, please don't hesitate to ask me. Okay, so to end out our Know Your School night, I always like to showcase our performance opportunities for the year. We started off the year by doing a 1-hour version of Midsummer Night's Dream on October 2nd and 3rd. I hope you're able to make it. It was an outdoor performance. And we have gotten a tentative go-ahead with indoor performances, so we are moving forward. Our fall show is called Paper or Plastic. It is a 1-act play. The show is going to be December 16th and 17th, and auditions are going to be December 13th and 15th. All that information is in the classroom, and I have the information as well. Drama Club. Our Drama Club is open to anybody in the high school, not just a Theater Magnet student. And what we do is we create a 40-minute show. We bring that to the state METG, the Massachusetts Educational Theater Guild's 1-act festival competition. And that'll be on March 5th. We go somewhere in the state and we compete with our show. And then we're hoping that we can do a spring musical as well. That has not been announced yet. When we know how things are kind of rolling out, how things are feeling and looking after the fall show, we will announce the spring musical. And then finally, if you have any questions at all, please reach out to me at any time. My email is culia@worcesterschools.net. Please feel free to call the main office and they can get in touch with me at 508-799-3300. And then for an extra help day, I'm pretty much here all the time after school because of rehearsals. So basically just have your student check in with me, and I will, if I'm not after school, if it's a rare day that I am not after school at a rehearsal, I will make time for your student. So I'm super flexible when it comes to that. Well, I hope you enjoyed our Know Your School night. I hope it was informative, and I hope to see you all at our performances. Have a great night.